The crimson sun, a malevolent eye in the dying light, cast long, skeletal shadows across the desolate Martian landscape. Inside the Elysium research station, Dr. Anya Sharma, her brow furrowed in concentration, stared at the swirling vortex of energy that pulsed within the containment chamber. The anomaly, as they called it, had been a scientific marvel, a portal to somewhere. For months, the international team had meticulously studied it, probing its edges with cautious instruments. They'd sent drones through, only to have them vanish, without a trace. The silence that followed was deafening, a chilling reminder of the unknown. Anya, a brilliant astrophysicist with a touch of recklessness, yearned to understand. Fear, of course, was a constant companion, but her insatiable curiosity outweighed it. Tonight, she would become the first human to venture into the anomaly. The chamber hummed, the air thick with anticipation. Anya, clad in a reinforced suit, felt a tremor of excitement, a thrilling mix of dread and exhilaration. She took a deep breath, her gaze fixed on the swirling vortex. This was it. With a trembling hand, she activated the sequence. The chamber roared to life, the air crackling with energy. Anya, gripping the handrails, felt herself being pulled, an invisible force tugging at her, urging her forward. Then, darkness. She awoke with a gasp, disoriented. The crimson Martian sky was replaced by a breathtaking vista, a galaxy ablaze with stars, unlike any she had ever seen. She was floating weightless, in a vast empty chamber. Panic clawed at her throat. Where was she? What had happened? A voice, smooth and androgynous, echoed through the chamber. "Welcome, traveler, to Elysium." Anya whirled around, searching for the source. But there was nothing, just the endless expanse of stars and the chilling voice that seemed to emanate from everywhere and nowhere. Who are you?" she stammered, her voice trembling. "We are the Keepers," the voice replied. "Guardians of this realm." Fear turned to icy dread. Keepers? What did that mean? And what had they done to her? Anya tried to move, to activate her suit's communication systems, but they were dead. She was utterly alone, a prisoner in this alien realm. The Keepers, it seemed, were watching. They were observing her, studying her every move. They spoke of their history, of their advanced civilization, of their desire to understand humanity. But Anya sensed a deeper purpose, a hidden agenda that shimmered beneath the surface of their words. Days turned into weeks. Anya, isolated and alone, struggled to survive. The Keepers provided her with sustenance, but their presence was a constant reminder of her captivity. She learned about their world, a place of unimaginable beauty and terrifying power. They spoke of their own anomaly, a gateway to other dimensions, a bridge to the infinite. But the Keepers were not benevolent. They were different. Their motivations were shrouded in mystery, their intentions unclear. Anya, a scientist at heart, desperately sought to understand them, to decipher their motives. But the more she learned, the more questions arose, the more fear consumed her. One day, the Keepers presented her with a choice: stay in Elysium, a prisoner in their paradise, or return to Mars, a lone survivor of a forgotten journey. The decision, they said, was hers. Anya hesitated. Returning to Mars meant facing the unknown, the scorn of her colleagues, the stigma of being branded a lunatic. But staying in Elysium meant submitting to the Keepers, becoming a pawn in their enigmatic game. As she weighed her options, a chilling realization dawned upon her. The Keepers were not just observing her. They were studying her, manipulating her, preparing her for something far more sinister than she could have ever imagined. The anomaly, she realized, was not just a portal to another world. It was a weapon, a tool, and the Keepers, with Anya as their unwitting accomplice, were about to unleash its true power. Anya stood before the anomaly, the swirling vortex of energy humming with an eerie intensity. The Keepers, their faces obscured by shimmering veils, watched her with an unsettling calm. The decision they had said was hers. Return to Mars, a broken, solitary figure, forever haunted by the memory of Elysium. Or stay, a prisoner in this alien paradise, forever bound to the whims of the Keepers. But staying, was it truly a choice? Anya remembered the subtle manipulations, the carefully crafted illusions, the way the Keepers had subtly influenced her thoughts, her emotions. They had been grooming her, preparing her for this moment. A chilling realization struck her. The anomaly was not a simple portal. It was a conduit, a bridge between worlds, a weapon to be wielded. And the Keepers, with Anya as their unwitting guide, were about to unleash it upon the universe. Panic surged through her. She had to stop them. But how? Her eyes fell upon a small, overlooked device, a data recorder, forgotten during her initial descent. It was a lifeline, a chance to communicate, to warn others. With trembling hands, Anya activated the recorder. She spoke of Elysium, of the Keepers, of their plans. She pleaded for help, for someone, anyone, to believe her. Then she did the unexpected. She turned and ran, fleeing from the anomaly, from the Keepers, from the fate they had planned for her. The Keepers, their calm facade finally shattered, reacted with fury. Beams of energy erupted from their hands, chasing Anya through the labyrinthine corridors of Elysium. She dodged and weaved, her heart pounding, fear fueling her every move. She reached a dead end, cornered. Despair threatened to consume her. But then, she saw it, a hidden passage, a narrow vent leading into the depths of Elysium. With a burst of adrenaline, she squeezed through the vent, the searing heat of the energy beams scorching her skin. She crawled through the darkness, the sound of the Keepers' pursuit fading behind her. She emerged, gasping for breath, into a vast cavern, a hidden sanctuary deep within Elysium. Here, she found solace, a temporary refuge from the Keepers' wrath. But the danger was far from over. The Keepers would not stop until they had captured her, until they had unleashed the anomaly's true power. Anya, alone and vulnerable, knew she had to find a way to escape Elysium, to warn humanity of the impending threat. But how? The anomaly, the very thing that had imprisoned her, was now her only hope for survival. She had to find a way to use it against the Keepers, to turn their own weapon against them. But could she do it? Could she, a single human, stand against the power of the Keepers, against the forces that threatened to engulf the universe? The fate of humanity, and perhaps even the universe, rested on her shoulders. Anya's journey is far from over. Will she find a way to escape Elysium? Can she warn humanity of the impending danger? Will she be able to stop the Keepers before it's too late? The answers lie hidden within the depths of Elysium, waiting to be uncovered.